this. So what I wanted to talk about tonight was a little bit more about, I guess, the actual nitty-gritties of the business and the questions that we might get asked. And I guess there's a certain way of introducing the concept around the business to people. So first of all, it doesn't become overwhelming. And second of all, so that you can understand a little bit of a structure. But I'll be honest, with my team is called Team Aroha, which is for love, because for me, the Juice Plus business, for my team and what I want to attract is people that love on people. And in our type of business, if you have a massive heart and you want to help people, you will do well in this business as long as you understand a few simple things. The people that I see doing really well in the business are people with big hearts. And yes, we have a wonderful product in Juice Plus. I would never stand behind something that I didn't 100% believe in. I've had it in my body now for 2 years and I just feel kind of alive. I guess that's the best way to explain it. I like the fact that it's made from whole foods, and previously to Juice Plus, my husband and I, Aaron and I, used to take every supplement you can imagine. Of course, being a naturopath, I was just loading up. We had heaps of everything, and now it's very, very simplified, and I love it for that because all I do is I have a really good, healthy kind of daily routine, which now is sort of a habit. I don't have to think a lot about what I'm doing. And I take my Juice Plus capsules. I take the Juice Plus Omegas, which are a new product, Shay. I haven't told you about them yet. And I eat pretty well. I drink lots of water and I exercise and have love in my life. And I haven't never felt better, and I'm 42. So I know that something I'm doing is right. And more than likely it's the Juice Plus as well as everything else. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that the message that I want my team to portray to people is, yes, we do have a fantastic product in Juice Plus, but we're also here as health ambassadors. And, you know, the big byline, I suppose, for Juice Plus globally is we are here to inspire healthy living around the world. And in my team, that's what we do is, yes, we give people product, but then we take them on this journey if they want to come. And we say to them, hey, cool, you're a customer. We're going to add you into our beautiful Facebook customer care group, which is called Keeping Health Real. And you've probably had a little bit of a look on it. I've got some of the leaders that have been in the business for a while now in my team getting on every day and sharing some sort of added value. And then we say to our customers, hey, cool, what can we do to really take your health to the next level? And so we're always inviting them to all of our different events. So, for example, the events that we have range anywhere from, I don't know, a coffee catch-up to a three-way chat to a Zoom call like this, whether it's a couple of people and me. It can be like for Lizzie, her launch events, we did a Blissful Sunday event, which was awesome, yoga nidra, and Lizzie did bliss balls and smoothies. Her next launch event is going to be a 30-minute morning motivation where I come in and I teach a like little sort of 10 to 15-minute routine around yoga and meditation. And then Steph's teaching a morning tonic, and then Lizzie's going to be teaching people how to make beautiful chia puddings. So with the events, they're there to add value to people. And inevitably, the first question that I get asked is, I'm not a salesperson. And I go, neither am I. And I don't want you to think that that's what we do, because I hate it. It's really kitschy and horrible. The way that I see Juice Plus is I do it with heart. That's why we call Team Aroha. So I just feel like we love on people and I share with them what works for me. And I think when you do this sort of business in that sort of way, people genuinely see that that's what you're trying to do. You're not trying to sell them a product. So I think that's really important. So really with the business, for both of you beautiful girls, Megan and Shay, you haven't had the product long in your bodies. You might already be feeling something. You might not. Everybody's different. but you've both sort of shown a little bit of interest in taking it a bit further. So I guess the benefit of the business, what it is that you get your own distributor number, or your own franchise number, it's called. So when you join Juice Plus, you're an independent franchisee. You own your own business, which is really cool. And the benefit of having a franchise is it's a tried and true system that we have. And, you know, for New Zealand, for $172.50 to buy a Juice Plus franchise, it is ridiculously cheap, because of the simple fact that with Juice Plus, you might get a couple of hundred a month. You might get 500, you might get 1,000, you might get 2,000, depends where you want to go with the business. But we know from the people that are gone before us that you can earn an uncapped income in Juice Plus. And there is quite a few people that I work with in Juice Plus that are earning over $20,000 Australian a month. Now, I don't talk about the money to brag it to you. I talk about it to show you that if currently what you are doing in life, you think, kind of wish that I had more time to do what I wanted, to be with the people I love, that this business, if you work it the right way, it can afford you that. Now, if you're in the business and you're not thinking it's about the money, the one thing I will say is we don't focus on the money. However, what I do know to be true is that about 70% of New Zealanders are very, very stressed by money. And money is an energy. We all need it. We all work for it in some way, and we all spend it. So if you can earn an income from helping people and helping yourself, frickin' why not? You know, it's such a beautiful way. And I feel like I get paid now literally to love on people, but also I get paid to grow. So this business is definitely about self-development. It will, the way we do it is we get you to look inside yourself, and we get you to dig deep and start to pull out, who are you? What are your passions? What's your why in life? Like, what do you always dreamt about that you wanted to have? And I don't mean just material stuff. I mean family and relationships and health and lifestyle, and what house do you want to live in, and what car do you want to be driving, and where do you want to holiday? So we get you to dream, and your upline is the person that you will be signed into with the business, or underneath in the business. So for Megan, it'll be Lizzie. For Shay, it'll be me. But we all work as a big team, so it doesn't matter really who you're under. But it's your upline's job and their upline's job to help you to hold your dreams true and to be like a buddy with you in this business. And it is so awesome because we do have a couple of guys, but we do have a lot of amazing women. And I've got to say, every day, like tonight, you know, it's 8:45. I've been in work all day, seeing back-to-back clients, really hard cases today. And I come home and I do my Juice Plus business. And I'm just like, oh, finally, I don't have to wear this professional hat. I don't have to pretend to be anyone. I can just be myself and hang out with my chicks. So it's pretty awesome. This is a lot of the way of how we do business, and we are an international business. So even though you will both be joined up in New Zealand, for example, you know, I've got business in 6 countries around the world, which is kind of amazing. They have different plans, so it's a bit tricky. You kind of have to know the compensation plans, but because I've had so much experience now in different countries, I can help you if that's something that you wanted to do. And what it means is that when you build overseas, and it can be as simple as, you know, you might have some friends. Like I had a friend over in the UAE who's Maggie, and she joined the business. So now we've got a little leg over there. But when I'm asleep, she's building business, and her business is helping my business. So you have this business that just kind of starts rolling. And I'm going to draw a picture and explain to you sort of how it works. So really that explains a bit about the business. I want to really make sure that both of you start knowing this. We are not into chasing people down. And yes, Juice Plus is sold through a means of direct selling or network marketing. And I'll be honest, when I got introduced to Juice Plus, I said to Nat, I was like, it's not one of those things, is it? And she was like, what do you mean? I was like, babes, I've known you since I was 14, freaking cut through the crap. Is it one of those things? And she was like, no, it's not a pyramid scheme if that's what you're thinking about. I said, well, yeah, that is what I'm thinking about. She said it's sold through network marketing. So what I've discovered, because I had to go to work on it, I had to make a very serious decision on, first of all, I know the product is awesome. And as a naturopath, I was like, I'm not sure how I feel about selling something or sharing something that I know my hairdresser could be sharing, or the butcher down the road, or the girl in the nail salon. You know, what about my expertise? And I made a decision because I know it's a good product, and what I've come to realize is that just because I'm a naturopath doesn't mean that I'm the only person that is allowed to help a lot of people. So everybody has that right, and I'm so glad that Juice Plus didn't make it a practitioner-only product, because it's fruits and vegetables, and everybody deserves the right to help people in the communities to have the nutrition from fruits and vegetables. So I love the fact that anybody, any colour, any race, any gender, any sort of socioeconomic income, any background can be a Juice Plus distributor. You just have to be 18 years and older. So what we find in our business is that we attract a huge range of people, like globally, into our business. But what we tend to focus on, and you'll learn this as we go through the business, is that when you step into your power of who you are, and we teach you how to do a vision board and how to attract the team members that are going to resonate with you, then you start to build this beautiful little family of people that have values that are kind of similar to yours. And I tell you what, if you are currently employed or you've worked in places of work where there's people that rub you up the wrong way, then this is such a great business because you get to choose your team. I'm going to say, in the beginning, I didn't know how to do this business, so I was very desperate, and I was like, oh, quick, I've got to find my team. And I attracted the wrong people into my team, and there's nobody left that I first started with. Only in the last 6 months, because I started to get really clear, and we do the business differently now than when I started. Now we start to manifest and attract who we want to work with. And I can see that because I'm looking at you. And it's awesome. I've got to say, it's such a good point to get to in your life, in your business, in your Juice Plus business. So back to the network marketing. I decided, yes, I'm going to do this, but I have to do some homework around network marketing. So all network marketing is it's a business model. And yeah, there's a lot of people that can get confused with network marketing and pyramid selling. Pyramid selling is illegal. That is not what we do. There's not one person that sits at the top and rakes in all the money. For example, you know, my upline is Nat, who's over in Perth. Now, if I work really, really hard and I'm more dedicated than she is to my business, I potentially can earn more money than her. You can earn more money than 10 people above you, 20 people above you, because you're your own entity. So rather than seeing it as a pyramid, I see it as a massive tree. And really, when you start to grow your branches, that's when you start to get this thing called the popcorn effect, where things just start happening and people start sharing it, and then all of a sudden you start getting more new team members, maybe not directly under you, but your team gets new team and new team and new team. And what happens is this beautiful thing, this symbiosis happens, where it does start to build your tribe, but it also starts to give you some income. So I don't know how much income you're thinking might make a difference to your life. I want you to think of a figure that you think, per month, if I just earned that much, that could make a real difference to my life. And I want you to just hold that thought in your head so that you can talk to us about it privately. But it's, you know, you don't have to be long in the business before things start to roll on. Let's talk about how the business model works. So I'm just going to draw, actually I'm not going to draw a picture, I'm just going to talk to you about it. So there's 3 ways that we get paid in the business. The first way we get paid is called retail sales profit. I am going to draw a picture because it is a bit easier. My little boy stole my whiteboard, so it's not here anymore. So if I just write it down, RSP is retail sales profit. So, for example, Shay and Megan, you're both on the fruit and veg, aren't you? Yep. Okay. So on the fruit and veg, let's say for every single box of fruit and veg that you share and you connect a customer with the head office, you will get $40 for the fruit and veg. Okay, if you sold the premium pack, which is fruit, veg, and berry, you'd get about $60. But what it means is, remember how you're receiving a 4-month supply? So you've got to divide that by 4 months. So it's $15 a month or $10 a month for the fruit and veg. So what it means is that, yeah, you might think, oh, well, that's not very much money on one customer. It might not be on one, but when you start to have 10, 20, 30, 40 customers, which isn't unusual, then that's a nice little pay packet for you just in that. And it is important to remember that with Juice Plus, let's say, for example, I got a new customer today. She's a premium pack customer. I'm going to sign her up tonight. So we get paid on the 10th of every month. So I'm not going to see anything from my business from her until the 10th of next month, 10th of November. But even though I sold her the premium, which is $60 for the whole 4 months, and what Juice Plus will do is in my first pay after I sign up a new customer, I'll get that entire amount. And let's say my friend Sue then continues on past the 4 months. Month 5, 6, 7, and 8, I'll actually get the 60 divided into $15 a month. Does that make sense? Yep, you cool? Shay, you got that? Kind of. So we'll explain it anyway as we go along. But that's retail sales profit. So it's every box of stuff you sell, you get a certain profit back that the company says, hey, thanks so much for connecting us to the customer. We're going to give you some profit. The second way we get paid, oh God, pens. That's why whiteboard markers are better, is commission levels. Just like anything, we get a commission on top of a retail sales profit. So we have different levels of our business. Okay? When you start off, you pay $172.50. You're called a VF. It's a virtual franchisee. And then when you work with your upline and we start to get you to these promotions, don't worry, they're not scary. They're just good promotions. Don't worry about the letters. DVF, SDVF, and SC is direct virtual franchisee, senior direct virtual franchisee, and sales coordinator. As you get through these different levels of the business, you start to get paid a different commission. So, for example, DVF is 4% commission. When you're brand new, you don't get a commission. 4%, 9% when you're SDVF, and 14% commission when you're at SC. So obviously what it means is as you start to promote through the business, you start to get paid more commission, not just on your own orders, but any of your friends that might want to do the business with you, you get paid on their orders as well. So that's pretty cool. And what I will say about the commission is this is known as the residual income. So you might have heard the term residual income before. I did not understand it until last summer when we went over to Perth and I had about, must have been a month and a half away from my business here in Nelson. And I came home and my business account here was emptied because obviously all the bills keep going. I still had to pay electricity and rent and wages on the receptionist that I wasn't using, but everyone else was using. And I was like, shit, I have just ripped through all that money, not even for fun for myself. And then on the 10th of January, my Juice Plus check dropped in and I was like, far out, that's residual income. No matter what I had been doing, which was having a holiday, I was still going to get paid. And the only other jobs that I can think of that do that are if you have rental properties, but to make it worthwhile, you need a shitload. It's very risky. If you write an amazing song or you write a book and you get paid royalties, for example. So there's not many jobs in the world where you're going to get paid every single month, no matter what happens. And I'm really passionate about network marketing simply because of that residual income, because we talk about the D's in life, and I don't want to get all depressive, but sometimes it's important to face the fact of what life can be. We talk about debt and divorce, disability and depression. So inevitably somewhere in life, one of those might hit, and you want to have a plan B. For example, my father-in-law died I think it was, 6 months ago now. And, you know, I so wish that we were deeper in the business and we're earning a bit more income so that Aaron could have taken the time off that he truly needed to get over his grief around his dad. I mean, luckily with his work, he could still take a month off. But for a lot of people, it's like a week, 2 weeks, and they're going to go, oh, fine, I just got to get back on with life. When, you know, as you know, you can't. You're in grief mode. And with residual income, you have that ability to take time off, to live life, to allow yourself to go through whatever you need to go through. New mums is a good example. We have a lot of mums in our business that have a baby and then they don't have to take maternity leave because they have this residual income that is allowing them to have all these beautiful moments with their babies that they don't want to miss. And I tell you what, if you can gift that to anybody, that is the biggest gift that you could give any woman, right? Is to give them the gift of being with their bubbers and not having to send them off to wherever within 3 months of them being born. So that's residual income. That's why I love what we do. And then the third way we get paid, and I love these, is through bonuses. So we have a rule that any bonus that you get paid, it has to be spent on you. It can't go to the mortgage. It can't go to the credit cards. You have to go and blow it on yourself. And our bonuses in the business range from anywhere from $100. So you get, if you do the business properly with your upline and you hit your targets, don't worry about that word. You don't have to. But if you want to run with this business, which is pretty fun, you get a $100 bonus at DVF, you get a $400 bonus at SDVF, you get a $600 bonus at Etsy, and then go on, so on and so forth, right up to $3,000 for a bonus. But what I love about our company is, let's say, for example, with Shay, she joins the business underneath me. I hold her hand and I help her to get to DVF. She gets $100, I get $100 because I've helped her. When I help her get to SDVF, she gets $400, I get $400. It's called a sponsor bonus. And what it means is that we're in a business where you don't help someone to get the bonus, but that is a way that the company thanks you for helping the newbies out. So really the bonuses are uncapped, because if you help, 10 new people a month get to DVF, well, that's $1,000 for the month in bonuses. And I tell you what, nowadays, I don't know anyone that gets paid a bonus anymore. We used to, I think, in the olden days, maybe. And I also don't know any businesses that get paid 3 different ways. So we have a really, really good compensation plan, particularly for New Zealand. I think I've looked at some of the comp plans around the world for Juice Plus, and I think we have a really fair one here. So that's the money side of things. How do you do it? So really how we actually do the business is you are working, it's your upline's job or your mentor's job to hold your hand. And what we like to do is we like to organise events. I don't even like calling them events because people get a bit freaked out, but it's a way of introducing what you're doing to the community that you're already in. So for example, tomorrow night we've done one event for Lizzie. Her second event is tomorrow night, actually. We're just going around to her house. It's a way more casual event. She's just got a few friends coming over. I'm going to go over, we're going to have a glass of wine. I'm just going to chat to them about Juice Plus, pretty much like this, but in a very casual manner with the products. And then like I said, her third event is this other one. So what you have is, you're really lucky because you have beautiful women around you like Lizzie and Steph and me that just want to help you guys. I have a yoga studio down at Natural Living, and it's really, really cheap. Like, we can run events there for like next to nothing. Or say for you, Shay, we could do something really fun. Like, I could come into the hair salon, we've talked about it before, and just have like little nibbles, maybe a glass of bubbles with the girls after work one night. And we can talk about the products, and we have amazing results with hair, by the way, with Juice Plus. In fact, in the UAE, Maggie's hair, because in Abu Dhabi and Dubai is so dry and dehydrating, women's hair is falling out in clumps, like literally we've got friends over there that took photos of pulling out clumps of hair because also their water's really shit over there. And Maggie went on Juice Plus. Her hair regrew like thick. Her hairdresser was like, what the hell have you been doing? She's like, I've been taking Juice Plus. He's like, I'm on board. So you might just find that it's a good little thing to work hand in hand with hairdressers for people that really want to take their hair or even their skin to the next level. So really all I want you guys to do, or girls to do, ladies to do, is think about what lights you up. You know, what are you passionate about? Okay, it might be beauty, it might be hair, it might be makeup, it might be running, it might be personal training, it could be food, it could be spiritual development. And what you do is you formulate your events around you and what you love. And that's a mistake that I made in the beginning, is I was copying what everyone else was doing and it wasn't really who I was. And what happens is when you do an event around what you love, we do not expect you to talk. That's why you have an upline. Is we come along and we go, hey, cool, we're going to have a bit of fun. You just roll on up, invite your mates, and we will do all the talking. It's not a hard sell. We don't say, right, you've got to buy Juice Plus tonight. We introduce the product. We might introduce it with whatever you love. And if somebody wants to order the product, they order it underneath your distributor number, so you're the one that's going to get paid. They become your customer, and then you go to town on looking after them, and we can teach you how to do that. So really what it is thinking of probably 3 different types of things that you might want to do. A barbecue at your house, super cash. You might want to have, we've had like stiletto parties before, where you get a bunch of your girlfriends together, get frocks and heels, go out, have a bit of a dance, have a good time with some girls, and we just drop in a bit of Juice Plus, especially around women that are looking for another income, people that are looking for a bit more stability, or people that hate what they do. A lot of women are in work that they don't actually love. And what I get a real kick out of, I'm going to be honest, is watching women grow into their sense of empowerment. There's nothing better than a woman that owns it, I reckon. I mean, in a good way, right? So that's kind of the basics of starting off. The other thing that we will be doing is we always email any newbie with a couple of things to fill out. And you might get it and you might think, what the hell has this got to do with Juice Plus? Because what we want to do, like I said, is we want to get to the heart of getting to know who you are. We want you to get to the heart of knowing who you are and what you want out of life. Because you know what? In today's society, we're so freaking busy, we've forgotten how to dream. We've forgotten how to have a vision. We've forgotten about ourselves, especially if you're a mum, right? We come last sometimes, even below the dog. Shay. So we do like a vision discovery exercise. So I'll email, Lizzie will email you, Megan, so she can get used to doing that. And Shay, I'll email you. And when you guys, girls, have finished filling them out, just get back in touch with us. And then we just go through it, and then we'll formulate a couple of dates that might suit you to do something wherever, whenever. And then that's literally how it rolls. Once you filled out those things, then we'll go on to the next steps, because it's no point going through everything and you just go, oh, holy shit, I don't even remember what she said. So does that make sense, everyone? Yeah, I'm just going to stop the recording.